This is another one of the Makeblock robots. It's like the larger cousin of the MBot, and has things like a robot arm on the front, but kind of made almost Meccano-like, so that you can disassemble it and put it together in different ways, so long as you don't lose any of the parts. In terms of sensors, it's quite similar to the smaller MBot in that you've got the same ultrasonic rangefinder at the front that sends out its sequence of 8 pulses and times how long they take to come back. And it's got the same line following unit at the bottom, which has a couple of line sensors that are just a little under 2 centimeters apart, which, if you haven't seen the other video, if you've got line sensors that are quite close together and you've got 2 of them, then what you tend to do is try and keep both sensors on the line. And if one of them moves onto the white, you move right, and if the other one moves onto the white, you move left. Let's set it going. This particular one we used for an outreach event last year. I don't have the maze mat that we used for this one, unfortunately. And this robot as well got used quite a bit and developed a loose connection. But so if we go along, that should hopefully... Oh, what happened? The claw got stuck that time. It was supposed to close and grab the claw. That sometimes just means it's opened too much and it's literally just got a little bit stuck. The other thing I wanted to show you on this one, so this has a couple of lights on top of the line sensor, which will tell you if it is seeing paper or if it is seeing the black of the lines. Hopefully you can just see that one of the lights went off and then the other one did. Now, often in my videos I say hopefully it sees black because this one was another of the cases where on the day on some of the maze mats it didn't work and we had to tape over it with electrical tape to give it a version of black that it couldn't see. But I've got a little demo of this. I've just got a piece of paper and on one side I've got whiteboard marker and the other side looks just as black and is permanent marker. If I stick the whiteboard marker underneath, then you see the little lights go out as it sees the line instead of the paper. If I stick the permanent marker, which looks really black to me, nothing happens. Black to me, just not black to the robot. And so, unfortunately, you know, becomes as if the lines are invisible. So those are kind of some of the things you often end up having to debug. The other thing goes on with this, and which is why I put it on a bit of a straight. The distance between the center of this one to its line sensor is quite long. So you can imagine when it turns, it doesn't take a lot of turn to take it off the line, whereas with a shorter one, there's a bit more turn. So it's kind of funny how sometimes the geometry of these things also ends up affecting what you end up having to do in the programming. And there's a lot of tuning of parameters that students end up debugging.